This week, we're going to take a look at a Disney Golden puzzle from 1981 that features some characters that I had never seen before. Um, it's a fun one. It's a kid's puzzle, so we're going to solve a mystery and answer some questions on where the heck we've been. It's all that and more this week on BuzzFeed Unsolved. Janky Puzzles, I mean. Well, there you are. Where have you been? I've been waiting here all this time for you. Just kidding. Welcome back to Janky Puzzles. As you could tell, been gone for a little bit. Life happens. This puzzle project has been a labor of love. But me and my good friend who edits these for me, we do this for funsies. We make $0 off of this, and sometimes life happens, so we had to take care of some life issues. But we're back, and man, oh man, do I have some fun, exciting things to share with you. Lots happened in the Janky universe since we've been gone. As you can see today, we are filming in the Puzzle Vault. Or as I like to call it, just the shelf here in my garage where I keep all my old the old puzzles. And as you can see, there's plenty of puzzles and episodes on the way because there's no shortage of these bad boys. In fact, that there's another shelf right this way, and there's another shelf over there, on top of other ones over there that I haven't even processed into the shelves yet. So. Welcome back, like I said, to Janky Puzzles. Excited to have you. Today, very cool puzzle. It's actually technically a kid's puzzle, and I don't think we've done one of those yet. We haven't. This is a 300-piece kids puzzle. It's from 1981. Let's just get right to it, all right? So I got this one from, like where most of my puzzles come from, a local thrift store. Now, usually with the thrift store puzzles and charity shops, if you're on the other side of the pond, that there's always several shelves. They're usually by the books and the toys of board games and puzzles and stuff. They're always just kind of libraried in there. I keep mine flat so the pieces don't fall out, but they're always libraried in there. But this one was not, I don't know if you could see that there. This one here was not in the back with the rest of the puzzles. This one was actually up front. Now, a lot of the ones that in my town, if the folks that work at the thrift store feel they have something of higher value, they'll put it in the back behind the register. So you'd have to take a look at it and ask to see it and stuff. But this one, and that's where this one was behind the register. And I can't blame the hustle, That's a nice Disney puzzle from 1981, a fantasy puzzle, no less, from 1981. I would have had it back there too, but luckily I only paid like $3 for it, and it was $3 well spent because this puzzle was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to show it to you. But as you could see, got a little mystery here for you. I'm going to get to that here in a second. So with this one, like I said, from 1981. Disney, for everything that Disney is, in the late 70s, early 80s, that I think was their most precarious as a company, as a whole. Obviously, they were still doing good. They weren't going anywhere, but life changed. The world changed. And it took them a little bit to get caught up. Jaws and Star Wars, when this puzzle came out, it had just come out. That was because it came out around the late 1970s, 1977. And around that time, Disney, like I said, was really trying to throw darts at stuff. They made movies like The Fox and the Hound, which is a great movie, but a little bit different from what you're kind of accustomed to from Disney now. Tron, which technically was a Marvel, so to speak, for lack of a better word, but it was Tron. It was a little bit different. And then They also threw a lot of like adult fare in there. Like I came across this really cringy looking movie called The Devil and Max Drebin, which I'll put right here. So we also did, if you looked at one of our previous episodes, I did a puzzle from this era called The Black Hole. I'll link to it right here. So this, I mean, is kind of from the same era, but what the odd thing about this, again, from a mile away when I saw it there behind the counter, is like, whatever this is, I needed that because something caught my eye. And I'll show you the puzzle again. So, I mean, we've all grown up with Disney. We know who these people are. Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy, Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, Louie, Daisy, Donald. We know these people. You know, you could recognize them from a mile away. There was a time when Mickey Mouse was the most recognizable character in the world. I heard recently that Mario is now, and maybe even Pikachu. I'm not sure, but Mickey Mouse was by far, and Mickey Mouse has popped up several times in this series. If you go back, you'll see he's like a recurring theme. But but what makes this puzzle interesting was, for one, like with Disney struggling back then with their golden age of, you know, their new golden age of movies on the horizon. Disney Channel wasn't around yet. The Disney Channel wasn't quite ready to go yet when this came out. But what was the safe bet was merchandising. So if you could look back, and there's vintage Mickey Mouse stuff, merchandise, tons of it. It never went away. But this is what caught my eye. I'm going to show you. I covered it up because I didn't want to spoil it. But yeah, check this out. Who the heck were those guys? I had no idea. No clue who those two little guys are. Are those Mickey and Minnie's children? Were they nephews? Who are they? I didn't know. So I had a mystery to solve. But before that, I had a puzzle to solve. So let's roll that beautiful puzzle footage, and we'll meet back here again from the Puzzle Vault, and we'll take a look at this and learn about these two gentlemen right here. Welcome back. This is a huge puzzle. This is gigantic. I had to tape two of my foam boards, which are pretty worse for wear, together just to hold it because I couldn't fit it on the puzzle board. As you could see, it would have fallen over the side, and it only goes to like right here, back here. So it is being held together. Yeah, this is huge. It's 22.5 by 33 inches. And holy smokes, is it big. Which makes it fun, though. It's clearly, like I said, a puzzle made for kids. Lots and lots of fun. Now, luckily, I mentioned the box earlier. Now, when I first was putting this together, I was kind of confused. As with all vintage puzzles, this one had pieces to a different puzzle in it, a different Disney puzzle. So if you're out there and you have a Disney puzzle that you're missing, I got some pieces for you. These will go in my little jar of puzzle pieces that I have found. Anyway, so the cool thing about this is that on the box has a breakdown of all the characters, got a little character map. And that's where I learned that this is Morty and Ferdy. A little guy in the front is Morty, and back there is Ferdy. Morty and Ferdy Fieldmouse are their names. Now, they are technically Mickey's nephews. Who's their mom? Who knows? They're canonically they're Mickey's nephews. However, they have been portrayed as Minnie's kids, and he's been forced to take care of them, so to speak. So these guys debuted in 1932 in a Mickey Mouse comic book. They actually predate Huey, Dewey, and Louie by 2 years. They made their animated debut in 1934 in a short called Mickey Steamroller. And then 2 years later, in 1936, they were made a cameo in a short called Boat Builders. Now, I kind of remember seeing some of those as a kid. I have a vague memory of watching some old Disney stuff, and him and Mickey having being the foil to two like little mouse kids wearing like feetless little just like baby sack outfits, if I recall. And those are those two gentlemen. But as you can see, they grew up from the 30s here to 1981. There was plans in the 40s to kind of revamp these two characters and give them their own spin-off, their own show from the comics, because Huey, Dewey, and Louie, was so popular, and they thought they could do something similar with Morty and Ferdy. Interestingly enough, in 1983, the Disney company made Mickey's Christmas Carol, which is one of the better Christmas Carol versions out there. Classic, so good. And again, this is canonically now. Morty, just right here in the front, played the character of Tiny Tim. That's the official who played Tiny Tim, Morty Fieldmouse. And Ferdy, the guy in the back, played Tiny Tim's unspoken older brother. Here we go. So that's Morty and Ferdy Fieldmouse. Now, they have returned recently. There is a wackadoo show on Disney now. It's called Mickey Mouse Show, I think. Very wackadoo. This very new, very interesting animation style. And they're on there. And I'll put a picture of them right now. I watched a little bit of it, and it was a lot. And they actually have been in video games. They were in Disney Golf for the PlayStation 2. They made a brief cameo in Epic Mickey for the Nintendo Wii. And there is a mobile game out called Disney Speedstorm. And Morty and Ferdy, I believe, are some of the mechanics for the race cars. So, Morty and Ferdy. I didn't know they had names. I didn't know there was a backstory. There was a lore to them, but there is. They said they were in comics for decades and decades. So, Morty and Ferdy. And I'm thankful that this gigantic poster puzzle from the early 80s showed that to me. And let's just take a quick walk around this puzzle. This is fun. Mickey and the gang are hanging out in some sort of candy forest with ice cream mountains, pumpkin tart candy things growing on the ground, heart-shaped candies here, giant lollipops. There is a candy Christmas sort of tree. Goofy's just kind of going to town on those. Mickey and Minnie are enjoying some flowers. Donald is cleaning these lollipops. Morty and Ferdy are having a good time back there. What I really find funny is everybody's kind of having a good time in Candyville here. Uncle Scrooge and Huey, Dewey, and Louie, who are back here, are dressed for winter, playing in the ice cream. It's very 80s. This is chef kiss. This is cool. So, another one for the history books. Another one for the completed vault shelf, which, by the way, I'm gonna have some news coming on those. We will probably be selling those, the puzzles used for the show, TBT. So here's some fun updates for the channel. I recently made a Facebook group on Facebook. I thought that, Twitter X is useless. Blue Sky is still kind of, its own thing. Instagram and TikTok, I like Instagram, okay. And TikTok is just wackadoo for me. but I wanted somewhere that would be easier to interact with people that like our content. And I thought Facebook is perfect because I check that a whole heck of a lot more. So I'll still be putting stuff in the Facebook, or excuse me, in the YouTube comment community page on here and also over there. And this isn't Mr. Beast. This isn't, please say hi. Drop me a message. I'll talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to hear your story. I want to see what kind of puzzles you're working on. We've been doing some really fun things. A couple months ago, we did a fundraiser, a streaming fundraiser, and I couldn't figure out how to stream it on YouTube. So it went just to Facebook. And this is why the Facebook page is so useful. Because then we can simulcast it on Facebook from YouTube. And what we did was we did a 6-hour puzzle-thon. And I challenged myself to see how many puzzles I could get done in 6 hours. Now, obviously, we're talking, just generic puzzles. I got 13 of them done in 6 hours. Now, granted, they were smaller puzzles. Like happened this one by chance. Little kids 25-piece puzzle, but I did some 100-piece puzzles, some 300-piece puzzles. Yeah, I got 16 of them done, or excuse me, 12 of them done in little over 6 hours. We raised $200 that all went to help a member of the Janky Puzzles community that was in some dire straits, and that went straight to them. It was a labor of love, and more to come of those. I've got some really cool ideas for some puzzle challenges. We're going to be doing some upside down puzzle challenges, 24-hour 2,000-piece puzzle challenges, all sorts of good stuff. Lots of good stuff coming. I can't, yeah, for sure. I can't oversell it or undersell it. So thanks again for watching. Sometimes you find a really cool oddity from an odd time of companies out there. So the Mickey puzzle from 81. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to do stuff underneath. Hit the bells, hit the likes and the subscribes, comment something. We really want the algorithm to kind of know that what we're doing over here is fun, and it really helps out the channel immensely, even as simple as doing stuff. So do stuff over in there underneath. Remember to do good things and be good people. Make sure you got those cozy cups handy. I left mine in the other room. So check us out again to Janky Puzzles, and hey, we'll put a puzzle together. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.